With all your colleagues?
Yes, yes. There are almost 900 person.
People.
Uh, yes,
900 people.
people. Okay, yeah,
Wow.
900 people.
That's
Yes.
crazy. I think that's too long. I mean, too many
Yes.
people who run for
Mm.
like 10 kilometers. And how long this marathon, how long did it run? Like how many hours before it ends?
Mm, 1 hour.
Just
I
one
only
hour.
spent 1 hour. Yes. Mm.
I see. Okay. Well, congratulations. Is it your first time? Is it your first
Yes,
time?
yes. Yeah, it
Wow.
is my first time to do that.
So I think you had fun.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
It's it's very funny.
it's
It's
very
very,
fun.
yeah.
It's really
Mm,
fun if you want to
very
say it
fun.
better. It's really fun. Well,
Mm-hmm. It's
congratulations. I envy you, Ivy. Yeah, I envy you because, it's not that easy to run.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, how are you doing now? Is
Me?
everything okay? Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Everything is okay. Yes. Yeah.
Did your boyfriend join you?
Yes.
Oh, he
Huh?
was with
Oh
you?
no. No, he is not here. He now he is in the living room. Yeah.
I
I am
mean,
in study. Yeah.
in the marathon. Your boyfriend joined you in the
Oh no no no
marathon?
no 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 no. No.
Mm,
We are our company are different.
okay, so you
Yeah.
work in a different company.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, so congratulations, Ivy. I think you're really really happy because it's your first time. You know what? I
uh,
remember.
mhm,
I think okay, this is my opinion, Ivy. Every time we experience the first time,
mhm,
any kind of
mm,
first time, I think this
mm.
is always unforgettable thing for us, right?
Yes.
Do you agree with me? Well,
Yes.
I'm just speaking. I'm just only speaking according to my experience or
Mhm,
experiences. Because even when I was a little, until I'm grown up, I just observed that it's in most of my, not everything maybe, but
mhm,
most of my first experiences, okay?
mhm,
Most of
mhm,
my first experiences, I couldn't forget it. Even when
yeah.
I was a little until I'm already
Mhm,
grown up, you know.
mhm,
Are you also
mhm.
the same thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's a good feeling, right?
Mhm,
Wh-
yes.
Whether
Very
it's,
excited.
yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
Very
Exciting.
exciting. Okay.
Mhm,
All right. Well, today, Ivy, I think it's good that we're gonna keep going with our lesson, right?
mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Are you on the book? I think you are already in the book, right?
Yeah. I'm already. I am
Okay.
ready.
Okay. So the last time, I think I was able to introduce to you the book, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. But today, I would like to share with you. Okay. Are you on page one now?
Yes, I am in page one.
Okay.
You say you paste the picture.
I was able to paste different colors. Can you see
Oh.
it? Can you see
Mhm.
it? You just
Oh,
scroll it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I see it. Uh-huh.
Okay. So I would
Uh-huh.
like you to read each color's meaning.
Uh-huh.
Can you
Oh.
read them, please?
Okay. Uh, red, wrong answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow, right answer.
Mm-hmm.
Orange, mispronounced word. Green, things to remember.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ivy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so as you can see, red means wrong answer. Yellow
Uh-huh.
is right answer. Orange
Uh-huh.
is mispronounced words. And green things to remember. So these are the four colors that I'd like you to know.
Remember.
Okay, during the class, I often use these colors. Okay, so before we start the actual lesson tonight, I'd like to share with you some example way of using it. Okay, by the way, I'd like to remind you also, Ivy, that
Uh-huh.
only teacher can use this color, not you. Okay?
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay, well, it's not because I'm selfish, but
No,
definitely not.
that's great because if I will not confuse. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
definitely
method
very.
is very good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this way is a good way for us,
Mm-hmm.
both for the both of us, so that we won't get
Yeah.
confused. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we are the ones, if the both of us gonna use these four colors, we'll both,
Yeah.
yeah, we will both confused, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, without furthermore ado, I would like to share with you some example. Some example. Okay.
Okay.
So I'd like you to please wait for me. I'll just give you some example. Okay?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, so here in the class flow and color codes, I already explained to you the color codes. Now, I'll teach you the class flow. How do I usually teach my students? Okay? Well, I do have the same pattern in different levels, but in a different level of intensity also. Okay? But it's almost the
Okay.
same thing. Now, for example, okay, this is only an example. Okay?
Uh-huh.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not an actual one. Okay, please give me a minute.
Okay.
So let's say, Ivy,
Yes.
you said this, okay? But it's not real. It's only fake one. No, just kidding.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Uh-huh.
it's just an example, okay?
Oh.
Okay, for example, I ask you a question, where are you from? And then
Oh.
let's say, Ivy, you said,
Uh-huh.
I was come, oh, I was came, okay, in Taiwan. Okay, definitely this is wrong. So, instead of saying I was came in Taiwan, okay, so you have to check the question, the exact question. Where are you from? So you have to say I'm from Taiwan, as simple as that, okay? So instead of saying I was came in, I'm gonna remove this as a red color. I'll mark it red color because that is wrong. So I will highlight yellow. Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I will highlight this pink color because this is, I want you to know, I want you to see exactly what word I changed. Okay, as you can see, the correct one. The pink color is the correct one, right?
Oh.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
just used pink color inside the whole sentence,
Okay.
inside the complete sentence. Did you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, very good, Ivy. Okay, well, is there any question about the red and yellow
No.
usage?
No.
None.
No.
None.
No. None.
None.
Oh.
Okay.
None.
Yes.
No.
It's not no, it should be none.
Oh, no.
Because I asked you, is there any question? So you don't say no, it should be none. Okay?
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's go on to the next color. What's the next color, Ivy?
Next color?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No, orange.
Okay, it's orange. And as you can see, it says here, the meaning of orange color is mispronounced words. Okay, do you know the meaning of mispronounced?
Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
When I speak some word and the pronunciation is wrong, right?
Very good. That's correct.
Mm.
So if the
Mm.
pronunciation is not correct, definitely I will correct you. But how would you exactly know? Because sometimes your listening, your listening is not the exact thing on what I said. Okay, I mean your listening ability was what I want to say. So what I usually do, let's say I would like to talk about the word computer. For example, Ivy, you did not pronounce the word computer correctly. So is that okay if I correct you this way? Do you know this? Are you familiar
Yes, I
with that?
know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
know it.
so every time I'm gonna correct your pronunciation, okay, well, I don't often do this. Well, I do it when my students when my student is reading, okay. When you're speaking to, sometimes I do it, but not as often as I want to, because sometimes the student forgets what's what she's saying, okay? So I usually correct you after the student talk, okay?
Okay.
All right. So every time you see orange color, that's the right way of saying the word. Okay? Any question about that?
No. Not. Not.
None. Not. None.
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 Oh, none. Oh,
Yeah, right.
okay.
Okay, let's keep going, Ivy. Okay, what about this? Okay. The green color says things to remember, right? So that's the
Yes.
last color. Okay, I still want to talk about the word computer. For example, Ivy, you don't understand the meaning of computer. So what shall I do for you to understand the meaning? Okay, so this is how I usually do it. Firstly, I give the example, sorry, not the example. I give the meaning first. Okay. I usually give the meaning of the word. Okay, can you please read the meaning of computer?
Okay. Computer is an electronic device for storing and processing data.
Okay,
Processing?
processing. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Processing data. Okay, that's correct, Ivy. So, for example, I already gave you the meaning, but you still don't understand the word. Okay. So what shall I do next? Okay, in order for you to understand exactly what's the word meaning. Okay. So let's say,
Oh,
Ivy, I'll give you an example sentence.
oh,
Right after giving you the meaning and you still don't understand the word, I would try to give you an example sentence. Can you read that?
okay. For example, Ivy is a computer programmer because she is good at computer.
Okay. So let's say you already have, or I already gave you an example sentence using the
Oh,
given word computer, but you still don't understand. What's the next thing I do? Okay. So this is what I usually do right after that, after giving a sentence. I usually use other names. Okay. In our generation, our generation, not mine, not just mine. It's ours.
yeah.
Wow. You know what? Every time I talk about our generation, I feel like very, very old.
Oh,
Okay.
your students are young?
Yeah,
Oh,
most of
oh,
them. Most of my
oh,
students are young professionals. They are like in their 20s or
oh,
30s
oh,
or well, it's a mixed type of students. Yeah,
oh.
but most of them are really young, like young professionals, right?
Okay.
Anyway, let's forget our age. Okay, let
Yeah.
me continue with this. Okay, so after giving you an example sentence, I normally do this. So in my generation, computer is commonly called as PC. Do you know that?
Oh, yes, I
Yeah, in
know
our
it.
generation,
Mm,
it's it's an acronym of personal computer.
yes.
Okay, so I'll also write it down. Sometimes we call it PC or personal computer, right? But now the students or the generation today, they
Uh,
call the computer as desktop. And some are notebook, and
Uh-huh.
some are netbook and other things. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's say I already gave you different word names of the word that you're not familiar of.
Mm-hmm.
So what will I do next if you still don't understand that? Wow, this is crazy, right? The student is very difficult to teach. Well, don't worry about it, Ivy. I already used to.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll be giving you a computer image, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, if you try to ask me, oh, by the way, Chow, why don't you give it to me the picture right away? Well, I think it depends. For example, the student is so beginner. I don't usually give the picture right away. I want the student to express herself a little by little. Okay. But with a student like you, I normally don't, you know. Usually I just, for a student like you, because you are in an intermediate level, Ivy. So I guess I would like to give for an intermediate student, like normally the meaning. After giving the meaning and the students still don't understand that, I go directly to the picture just to save time. Okay.
Okay.
Because if
Okay.
I always do this, wow, we will kill the time. I mean, we're killing the time like learning few things only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get it?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the word, once you already know the meaning, I will highlight this vocabulary word with a green color. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Any question?
None.
Very good. None. You remember that. Okay. Good job. That's what I like, you know. Every time I correct my student, they often forget what I said them to say it again. Okay, and that's a good one. At least after second try, you did it correctly. Okay. All right. So, is there any question about the class flow and the color codes?
None.
None. Okay. So, let's now continue with the first topic we can have, right? So, last time I think we had a little conversation about it, right? But
Yes.
I'd still like you to study this starting up, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to discuss the following questions, okay?
Okay.
Well, we have three. I don't know if we can finish all of this, but we will try our best. Normally, Ivy in this book, I supposed to, okay, because last week it's our first class, and I think we talk about something personal about yourself. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we don't have much time to talk about it. But normally, I give homeworks to my students. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you
Okay.
think it's okay with you if I give you homeworks?
No problem. Please give me homework.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, writing is very common to me aside from speaking. Is that okay
Mm-hmm.
with you?
Okay.
Okay. So, like for example, in this part, discuss these questions. Well, I think it's also good that even the student won't write it anymore. But what I observed, okay, I'm gonna share with you what I observed commonly. Okay, what I usually observed commonly with my students. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Um, when I do that, when I don't give them homework, well, I just tell them, okay, study. If I only said study the following, okay,
Mm-hmm.
normally they don't have the chance to talk. I mean, they cannot engage themselves very much in the
Mm-hmm.
conversation. So what
Yes.
I often do now, I try to give homeworks to the student and they have to write it. Okay? Like for
Yes.
example, Ivy, uh, give me a minute. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I'll just show you. Okay, for example, Ivy said, okay, by the way, Ivy, every time you write your, um, I think this is also more organized when we do this. I always write your name that way, and then blue ink, for example, my name is Ivy. Can you see the color? It's like it's color blue.
Yes, it
Oh,
is blue.
okay, so every time you write your answers from the
Uh-huh.
questions, you have to use blue ink. Okay? Why? So that I can easily see your answers. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And it will also save our time. Okay,
Uh-huh.
let me share with you this. Wait a second. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So normally I give this as a homework, as I mentioned to you earlier, Ivy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if
Yes.
right now that you haven't started it yet, okay? Well, I
Uh-huh.
think it's only for the first time that
Uh-huh.
you are not gonna, because I need to explain to you first the kind of class flow we're going to have, right, Ivy?
Okay.
Okay, so do you understand what I'm saying? Okay,
Yes,
this
I
is,
understand.
yeah, this is how I usually, um,
Mm-hmm.
do with my students before we start the lessons.
Okay. I
Okay.
know. So, before the class, I can prepare
Yeah, you can
this
prepare.
question. Okay.
Yep.
I got.
Yeah, that's right. Because in this way, you don't need
Mm-hmm.
to read it, okay? But once a
Mm-hmm.
person, okay, once an English learner is writing,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
it helps her to remember, okay? It helps her to remember everything she did during the time that she's writing. During the
Mm-hmm.
class, so when the class comes, okay, you she
Mm-hmm.
will remember, how ambitious are you? I know how to say it, even you don't read your answer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I'd still want you to share with me, okay,
Mm-hmm.
your answer, because I want to correct your grammar, or maybe I can
Mm-hmm.
do a little much better on how you answer the questions. Right, Ivy? Did it sound better?
Yes, sounds great. Very many classes.
Do I
Do you
teach
need?
in a day?
Yeah.
Normally I have few classes in the morning, just very few.
Oh,
I teach Monday to
I mean, do you feel tired?
yeah, I do. So
Yeah.
yeah, yes, of
No.
course. Yes, of course. It's very difficult to talk. Actually,
Uh,
I've been doing this job for 11 years now.
uh,
So, doing something that that you keep
uh,
doing for 11 years is quite boring, right? But I already used to it, and I love what I'm doing, okay? I think
okay.
if I don't love what I'm doing, I won't stay in this job for 11 years, right? And secondly, I really love my family. I really love my kids.
Mhm,
So what I'm doing,
mhm,
whatever hard work and hard effort I do is for
mhm,
them. So
mhm.
if I love them, I need to love my job, so that my job, rather,
Mhm.
my job will love me back as well.
Okay.
Wow,
Mhm.
very deep, Cha. You are so deep. I just rest. In the morning, I have few classes. Then at
Oh.
night, I usually begin my class at 7 p.m.
Oh, now it's 9:30.
Yeah,
You
it's
should
nice.
go to the bed.
Yeah, but he's waiting for me. It will be over
Oh.
after our class, right? So I think I
Mm.
can accompany him. Anyway, let's go on with that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, of course I get tired, so in the middle of the day I have rest. So I can sleep sometimes, then I will go back to work at 7.
Oh.
Okay, I think there's no easy job, right?
Yeah.
All kinds of job is tiring. So it's a matter of how you handle your skill, your ability, and you have to be disciplined as well as I think most importantly as a teacher. It is
Mm.
so important to be disciplined. Anyway, Ivy, let's go on and let's just try to answer this. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Well, I know that you are not prepared yet, but we still have 20 minutes to talk. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll give you some time to answer them. Okay. So
Um,
if you want to write it down, it's okay. But
okay.
if you can already answer me right
Uh-huh.
away, there's no problem for me. But only
Mm,
this time, because in the next time around, I'd like you to write. I mean, to give you a homework first so that you could prepare and you can engage yourself more. Okay?
okay.
Okay, so let's begin.
Okay. So now,
How ambitious are you? So you have to write it down. Is that okay? Would you
yes,
like to
no
write it
problem.
down? Okay. So let's
I
begin
will.
with number one. Okay, you don't need to rush. I want you to. Oh, by the way, Ivy, do not give me only one sentence. Okay, I want you to.
Uh,
Maybe at least two. Okay, at
oh,
least two or
really?
three. Yeah, you can do it. Think about of this thing. Don't worry,
Uh,
you can do it. You still have a lot of time to do it. Go ahead.
okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I type the word.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
It's up to you.
Uh,
You know
mm,
how to do it, right?
yes.
Anyway, so that you can also try.
But I type very slowly.
No, it's all right. So that you will get used to. Okay?
Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay. And question
Mm,
two. Do I need to
yeah, I think
test the,
it's better. Yeah, I think it's better that you keep
okay.
going first, so you could concentrate first. Okay?
Oh.
No
Hmm.
problem.
In 10 years. Forum. Oh, my typo.
It's okay. You're gonna
Uh,
underline like this. For example, you have chosen letter A,
yes.
so you're gonna underline it that way. Then, oh, sorry. This way.
Uh-huh.
Then you're going to explain
Oh, I
why.
need to explain. Uh-huh.
Yeah, why is it your answer?
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm so excited. I think you don't have much time to. I mean, no. I mean, you are running out of time because you're not having more quality time to think more. But I guess when you do it at home, you will be doing that much better, right?
Maybe.
Okay, just keep going.
Okay, I need to explain that. Okay.
Yeah. Just keep going.
Okay.
You don't need to rush because you still have, I think, 10 minutes to go or 11 minutes. No problem with that.
Has done. Okay.
Okay.
I
I
have done.
have done.
Okay. I have done it.
Okay, let's begin number one. Okay? Can you read?
Okay. I am not a.
Oh, you have to read the question first.
How?
Ambitious.
How ambitious are you? I'm not a ambitious person. I just need a job to earn the salary.
Oh, really? Oh, really? So, you're just a very simple person, I guess.
Yes,
Right?
because I found a lot of coworkers, they want to get more promotion and they will do something. I don't like this way.
What do you mean they do something? What do you mean by that?
Like sometimes they will talk to your boss and say you will say something. But
they will talk to your
correct.
boss and say
Yes.
something, and
sometimes they will talk to our boss and say the incorrect things.
So what do you mean? Are you saying that when you are promoted,
Because
the
they want to get promotion, promote.
Yeah, I know.
Promotion.
So are you saying, Ivy, for example, some of your colleagues, you know, colleagues?
Colleague.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say some of your colleagues, because you're saying that some of your colleagues want to get promotion, right?
Yes.
Let's say one of your colleagues got promoted, and are you saying that normally when normally when when someone got promoted, many employees talk about him behind him,
Yes.
talk about bad things behind him, right? At
Yes.
his back. And you don't
So
like that to happen.
I don't like that. Yes.
Mm,
So
well, I think that's very common.
yes. So in our group, I often I don't like to compete other people. Yeah.
Mm,
Because
well,
their competition is not healthy.
exactly, Ivy.
So I don't like.
Most of the time, I think that's well, I think I'm just like you. We have the same opinion. You know what, Ivy? I've been working in this company for 3 years. And to tell you honestly, my boss already she already asked me if I want to get promoted. And I always said no, thank you. Well, just like you know, I'm just here not only to earn salary, but of course, definitely we will earn money when we're working, right? That's inevitable, okay? But what I would like to say here is that I just want to teach. I want to teach. That's what I want to do in this company. Because if I will get promoted, I will be training people. If there are some teachers' problems, I will handle them. Okay? If there are some things, some troubles, I should, um, I think it's just that I don't like to challenge myself because I believe I cannot give my 100% if I got promoted because I have two children, and I think being a teacher and at the same time as a mother of two children, I think that's already enough for me, right? I don't want a higher promotion because the higher authority, um, you would have more responsibility to make,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Do you know Uncle Ben?
Uncle Ben?
Yeah, of Peter Parker. Do you know Peter Parker?
I don't know.
You don't know him? Okay. There's a very, very famous line about Uncle Ben. Do you know Spider-Man?
Oh yes, I know Spider-Man.
Okay. I think everybody knows Spider-Man. Okay,
Uh,
Peter Parker's name Spider-Man's name in person is Peter Parker in the movie. Okay, that's Peter Parker.
oh.
And if you saw this movie, I saw this movie many, many times, several times already. Okay. Well, there's coming for this 2018. You should see it. Okay. Well, anyway, Uncle Ben said something. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
I remember that.
what? Come on.
When you when you get I forget the whole sentence.
Yeah,
If
me
you
too.
have if you
With
have more power,
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
something. You need to. Uh,
Yeah, you're almost there. Continue
yeah, you need
saying
to
it.
get responsibility over.
Very good. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I will write it down below, okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Here, I'll put it down here. I think this is so
Okay.
famous, and it's also good
Yeah.
to remind you
Yes.
of
Yes.
this,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
I.
This one. Okay, this is from Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Oh.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, with great power comes great responsibility, and I don't like
Uh,
that.
uh,
I'm lazy.
Me too.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not because I'm lazy, but I guess it's because I don't want to get a commitment which something I can fail, you know. I want to take a commitment because I'm just very cautious. I'm just very careful now. You know what I'm trying to say? We're already in our 40s. Okay, so I think we are in the 40th stage, the fourth decade of our life, right? So I think it's also good to be careful when it comes to making a decision, right, Ivy?
Yes.
Yeah. You agree with me. We have the same thing. I think we have so much in common. But by the way, being ambitious person is not bad because sometimes or in my country when you say, "Oh, she's so ambitious," normally people think about being ambitious is bad. There's a negative thinking about it. But I think being ambitious can also be a positive one, right? Just do it in the right way. Like for example, I am very ambitious in the sense that for example, I am a very ambitious person. I want to be the president of this country because I want, I want to show people in my neighboring countries that, um, even we are not rich country, you know, we can stand alone and we can unite together as one, something like that. I think that's a humble way of being ambitious, right? Did you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for sharing your thoughts about being ambitious. I think we have the same thing in common with that. Okay, let's continue now. Can you read the next question?
Okay. Do you have a career plan? Where do you want to be in 10 years' time?
Wow. So this year, it's already 2018. So 10 years from now, it will be 2028. Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. One decade from now, that's going to be 2028. You know what? It seems like, sci-fi movies, Ivy. Sci-fi? The
Sci-fi?
sci-fi science fiction movies.
Um,
Okay, I
I'm
read
not
it.
sure.
I read it down. Okay. Science fiction movies. Do you know this?
No.
Or sci-fi? Oh, sorry. You don't know sci-fi means?
No.
Okay, wait. Oh, sorry. Okay. I just highlight this. Okay, I wanted to highlight sci-fi or science fiction. Okay, so when you say sci-fi, okay, it's a science fiction. And what is it? What does it mean? It's fiction based on imagined future scientific or technological advances and major social or environmental changes frequently. And I think it's happening now in this time. I think we are in the stage of computer, right? We are in the computer we are in the computer generation. Okay, I'd like you to read the meaning of sci-fi.
Uh, Here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sci-fi. Okay. Fiction. Fiction based on imagined future scientific or technological advance and major social or environmental changes frequently. por
portraying
portraying
space
portraying space
or
or
time
time
travel
travel
and
and
life
life
on the
on their
other planets.
yeah,
Planets.
planet.
Okay, when you say
Planet.
sci-fi, it's a kind of stories based on imagination, okay? They are imagined future
Okay.
scientific and technological advances. And I think right now it's already happening. We are in the
Uh-huh.
generation where the technology
Uh-huh.
is frequently changing, right? And
Yeah.
if you saw the
Yeah.
movie, did you see the movie Mars? Okay, Interstellar, Gravity. You know these movies? You don't know
Uh,
these movies?
mm,
Aren't you familiar?
no.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh, because I don't know the English name of the movies in Taiwan. I open speak
Star Wars.
Chinese.
Do you know Star
Star
Wars?
Wars. I know
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah,
I think this
I
is
know it.
most popular one. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody knows this. Okay, so Star
Uh-huh.
Wars is one example of a
Uh-huh.
sci-fi movie. Okay, do you get it?
Ah, yeah,
So
I get it.
when you say science fiction movies, okay, or sci-fi, they are creating movies that's,
Uh-huh.
it's futuristic, okay,
Ah.
advanced technology. So when you see like this type of movies, wow,
Uh-huh.
um, people can travel in the space
Uh-huh.
like you're using a car, you know.
Uh-huh.
There's
Uh-huh.
also one movie that I really, really like.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
I just forgot. Can you wait a minute? I just, can you give me a minute? I'll just check it out. I forgot the title. It's one of my favorite. Okay, Total Recall. Do you know this movie? It's quite long ago. This movie were done in, it was shown in, oh, not the first movie, okay? Because there's two, all right? There's two. I
Oh.
want the second one in
Uh-huh.
2012, okay?
Ah.
I'll just show you. Wait a minute, okay? It's a very
Oh,
long time ago.
I know this movie,
Oh,
but
really?
I
You
know
know
it, but
this?
I haven't seen this movie. Yeah, Total
Yeah.
Recall is very famous. Yes.
Oh,
Uh,
really? Oh, really? In your
yes,
country it was.
yeah.
Okay, well, I really
But
like
I haven't
this.
seen it.
Yeah, I really like this
Uh-huh.
movie. Well, if you want to check it
Uh,
out, you can check it there. Okay? Well, we will be continuing this IV next week, right? By the way,
okay.
before we end our class, well, I think I already mentioned to you that if you could have a free time, um,
Oh.
I have 8 p.m. free time.
Oh.
So, but are you free? I have Monday and
No.
Thursday free time.
Yes, I know like it. You have tap on Skype.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, the last time.
But uh
I'll just catch you next week again, Ivy, and
uh-huh. Okay.
I want to give you. I think it's better that
Okay.
you will you check on again your number 2 and number 3 answers. Maybe you can talk more about it. Okay?
Okay.
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 Bye. Bye, Ivy.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay.